more than this. I did it my way. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Scott Stanford.
Yes, there were times that I bit off more than I could chew.
But through it all, when there was doubt, what I do, Scott?
Sal, he ate it up and spit it out.
I faced it all, and I stood tall.
Hit it, Sally, kid, hit it, baby.
I did it my way.
Oh, Sal, the voice.
A round of applause. Is in order.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you that Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man. So are they all honorable men.
Et tu, Brute.
Awesome. Hey, I got to tell you, that was some good singing, some Frank Sinatra that you guys were doing. And you know what I noticed about that clip?
Go ahead.
The scrolling banner, it said 1 in 6 adults take psychiatric drugs. But that did not take anything away from your singing.
I think I forgot to take out the Pix 11 logo. Listen, between my singing and your Shakespeare, Phil, we could close up the show right now. That would have been enough.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
Right? That would have been enough.
Yeah.
How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good.
Week already. It's only Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. I mean, physically I'm doing fine, but mentally I'm kind of stressed out. Today I was kind of messing around on my Facebook, and I was hacked. I was hacked out of Russia by some Russian foreign agent or hacker of some sort. So anyway, I'm closed out of my Facebook account. So I'm going to tell all of my followers out there, I'm working feverishly to get my account back up. And we'll see what happens. If I can't, I maybe have to be calling on some of you to help me reestablish a new Facebook page, I guess. I don't know how they do that, but supposedly Facebook is investigating, and hopefully they can get me back up and running.
Yeah, no, you'll get it. You'll get it back in. You just got to regain control with a new password and username. I know we went through that here also with Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. It'll come back. Those Russians, man, they saw you, Phil. They picked you because, I put up that video the other night of you in that Doritos commercial, and I heard that sent shockwaves through the Kremlin, and they weren't happy with you in that commercial. So
no, I believe it. And that just goes to show you, that taught me a valuable lesson. Never run for a high office, because I'm afraid that's going to come back to haunt me or bite me in the rear one day. I don't know.
It's amazing, Phil. Again, the Russians, they can hack your Facebook page, but we can't run 15 seconds of a Lisa video. I get 100 emails that I broke the rules.
Well, those are some very secretive dance moves they don't want the world to see, or something outside of YouTube.
Crazy. Well, listen, you and I, as much as we love having famous celebrities and entertainers on this show, there are times where we love to showcase people that we just like to bring to the spotlight, entertainers, products, comedians, kind of like what happened with you, really, right? I mean, you were a guest on the show. Turned out, you never left, but I'm trying to get rid of you somehow. I just can't.
Yeah, well, that contract that we signed, that's pretty binding.
Yeah,
that's pretty binding.
Listen, when I'm paying you 3 figures, it's you got to stick around.
Well, my attorney and my bodyguard Guido at the contracts meeting, that spoke pretty loud, and it is what it is.
You did bring some good muscle to that meeting, I got to tell you. Scared the hell out of us. Well, anyway, tonight we have somebody that you're very familiar with, Justin Echols. Tell us about Justin. I watched him today. Very talented guy. We're going to introduce him to the world.
Yeah, Justin, he's one of my buddies from the Oklahoma City Police Department. I think he's got about, I want to say he's closing out on the 20-year mark. And Justin is a fantastic jazz musician. And, why he is still working as a cop is, I know why, because he still loves doing that. He still loves serving and helping people. I understand that, but he's great. He's great. You guys are going to see him perform, and he is fantastic.
Oh, that's great. We also have a gentleman by the name of Sam Pellegrino. He's going to be on. He's got this new product right here. It's called a presentation cake. And basically what it is, and I'll let him tell you more about it, but it's something that, came from the whole pandemic, where it's now, it's safe to celebrate your birthday, the whole blowing out the candles and all that good stuff. So, Sam will be here around 8 o'clock. He's going to tell you about this phenomenal new product. Our viewers around the country, around the world, they're going to love it.
Yeah.
And Justin's coming up. I know he's going to be at the piano. He's coming up in just a few minutes. And of course, right around 8:15, our boy Will Presti with Presti's Testies coming up. Will's take on the news and pop culture and daily events, and I'm sure he'll have some funny anecdotes and observations from the Democratic National Convention.
He always does.
Yeah, it was funny. I got a text from my mom yesterday. She says, "Is your family watching the convention?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, Ma. We're glued. We're glued to the convention. The girls, everybody's glued to the convention."
I was gonna watch that, but I had some very important grass growing out in my yard. I wanted to watch.
So. I wanted to watch that grass grow, right? Well, listen, everybody checking in. Lexington, Kentucky. Some folks from Australia always checking in. Last night we had an amazing show at Neil McCoy. Jay Mattioli with his magic. You pulled off a fantastic trick last night. I don't know where the hell you came up with 8 of spades, but.
Well, I have a lot of talents that I still haven't even shared with you yet. So, magic was one of them. We found out last night. So
magic was one of them. Well, listen, everybody's here. By the way, this is our last show of the week. Usually we're on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for the summer. We came on last night because of Neil McCoy. We're on tonight, tomorrow. A little road trip for the Stanfords back to college. I'll be back on Friday. And then starting next week, we'll do it all again. We got some big names coming up already. Comedian Tommy Davidson. Remember Tommy Davidson from Living?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. One of my favorite comedians.
Yeah, he's coming on. We got David Osmond from the Osmond family, the host of Wonderama. I was on his show a couple weeks ago. He's going to come on with us. Very talented guy, musical, of course, Donnie and Marie. He's the nephew of Donnie and Marie.
Oh, nice.
So of course he's a very talented guy.
Yep.
So already we've got a big week coming up, my friend. But listen, so before we get to Justin, we're going to talk to him about being a policeman like you, and his aspirations and his he's going to sing, he's going to play the piano. It's going to be great. But before we get to that, you got to do your thing, my friend, because all your folks, that's why they come to see you.
Okay, let's start her off with the little Elvis Presley, sung sexily.
Oh, sexily, he says.
I gave a letter to the postman. He put it in his sack. Well, bright and early next morning, he brought my letter back. She wrote upon it, return to sender at the address unknown. No such number, no such zone. We had a quarrel, a love spat. I write, I'm sorry, but my letter keeps coming back. So then I dropped it in the mailbox and sent a special DVD Bright and early next morning, it came right back to me. She wrote upon it, return to sender, at the address unknown. No such person, no such zone. This time I'm gonna take it myself and put it right in her hand. And if it comes back the very next day, then I'll understand. I'm gonna return to sender.
Return to sender.
Yeah.
Address unknown. Return to sender. You ready to bring your guy Justin in?
Heck yes.
Let's see
All
where
day.
Let's bring in old Justin. There he is.
Justin. Good, man. How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing fabulous, man. I'm doing
Hey,
fabulous.
man. Yeah, I know you.
People, man, but I'm good.
Good deal. I know you had a long day at work. Justin was telling me about a little adventure he had at work today. Justin still is on the streets serving the citizens of Oklahoma City.
Nice.
And I know you got to be tired, man. But thank you so much for coming and being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Anytime I can play and especially anytime I get to work with you, man, I would be happy about it.
Justin, listen, thank you. But Phil's here too, man. You can't leave him out.
Of course not. Of course, you, sir. I'm sorry.
Justin, listen, man, before we get into the music, I know Phil tells me you're still on the force. What's your daily routine like?
Man, I'm South Side Oklahoma City. It's busy. I'm in one of the busiest districts, I think, in our division. I take about 16 to 17 calls, and I'm in the kind of environment where if a violent call comes out, it's probably real.
Right.
So, and there is something really right now that's really interesting about being able to do that in the daytime and being able to sing love songs at night. So there's something about it. It's just I need both of those things. I need the romantic jazz thing and sophistication thing, but I also need the adrenaline thing. I need the danger and the risk. So I like them both. I really do.
Well, the good thing is that, Oklahoma City Police, once they retire, not only do they play music and sing, but you also end up co-hosting shows. So you got a lot to look forward to.
Well, I hope so. I hope I get to talk a little bit too.
Hey, I guarantee you, when Justin retires, there's a lot of people going to be pulling him in a lot of different directions. Justin has been playing music for a long time. He's a military veteran, which near and dear to my heart. He's a police officer, and kind of an interesting story how he got involved in music. When you were on active duty, fixing to go to Iraq, and tell us what happened.
I got in a car accident and had a head-on collision stateside while I was training, and I couldn't do very much except go to physical therapy and try to get myself back to where I could walk. And I was having a lot of pain from the injury that I had from the back injury, and so what I could do was listen to music, and listening to music turned to playing piano, and playing the piano hours a day and singing turned into making a CD, and that turned into coming to New York to Lincoln Center and on the invitation of Wynton Marsalis, and studied with Antonio Chiaka there and playing all the hot spots around there and being able to play 4 shows at Lincoln Center, and it just went on and on and on and on. And
that's what I say, man. Go ahead.
I'm fortunate now. I've got the strongest support I've gotten over the past year has been with Kristen Chenoweth. So it looks like I'm going to be touring with Kristen.
Wow.
Coming up this spring, and I'm just excited about that. Just adore her.
That's what I mean, man. There's a lot of people looking with their fingers crossed, hoping that you retire real soon, because they've got plans for you, man, and that's awesome. Justin is he's a member of the Oklahoma Jazz Hall of Fame. And he's the real deal. And I've got to hang out with Justin, listen to him perform several times. And when you talk about a golden, smooth voice, you just add that to the fantastic piano playing, and man, you're in for a show. You're in for a show you're never going to forget.
Well, we're about to get this show on the road, Justin. Let's hear it, baby. I'm going to give you the floor. I'm going to put you up full screen.
All right.
Take it away, my friend.
All right. Thank you. Georgia, the whole thing through. It's just an old sweet song. Georgia on my mind. Georgia, song, was that sweet and clear, so light, no I feel bad for the arms who reach out to me. I smile tenderly. It's poetry I see. Oh, looks back at you. Oh, Georgia, my Georgia. No, beside mine. Just a sweet song, Georgia, on my mind. Oh, it's just a sweet song. It keeps Georgia on my mind.
Wow.
Justin,
wow.
I think you just got a few lady fans of ours.
I need more fans.
Yeah. A lot of a couple of the women wrote in. OMG, I think I love him.
That's beautiful, man. Same golden voice I'm used to.
Facebook fan page. I need to boost that, man, as much as possible. So
where is that page? What's the address of that page?
It is Justin Echols. I think it's Justin Echols Music. Justin Echols Music. Yeah.
So your name, it's Justin Echols Music on Facebook.
Music on Facebook. It'll pop up.
People follow you. What got you interested in the jazz genre? What got you interested in that?
When I was going through the recovery from the injury, it kind of made me a little bit. I don't know. There was something about the nostalgia of Nat King Cole and Louis Armstrong, but I think what did it really was I was watching a documentary one night. It was kind of like a live concert documentary. It was Harry Connick Jr. The Other Hours, and I saw him play live. I saw him play this amazing concert. That album, he was playing his favorite songs, and so he played everything. Save the Last Dance for Me. He played You Don't Know Me, and just all the classics. And I saw him play, and I saw him interact with his saxophone player Jerry Weldon, and I saw the energy of that crowd and that audience and that performance. And I just said, if my back is too hurt and I'm too injured to ever be a police officer again, I want to do that. And that's what I started putting my energy towards.
Wow. And how old were you when you started playing piano? Like, did you take lessons? You taught yourself?
26, 27. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Well, listen, like I said, man, you got to retire like this guy. Take it easy and just concentrate on the music.
I'm like really getting close. I am enjoying. This is probably my favorite part of my police career, but I'm looking forward to retiring and being able to share music and art, with folks.
Yep. How many years you got on with the PD?
19 and a half.
Okay, well, Yep.
And what is it? 20 you can retire?
20 you get a pension. So
wow.
Yeah, 20 I can eat.
You can make a little money, bring some food in the house, right?
I'll be able to get that 9/11 like I want, but I could eat.
Hey, Justin, I don't know what you have planned to sing next, but I was checking out Justin Echols' music most of the day today. But man, that dock of the bay, sitting on the dock of the bay, that thing gave me chills, man. Gave me chills.
Yeah. So yeah, I can do that. That's one of my favorite. You know, but I can't get over all the old soul stuff. You know, the jazz, the old soul stuff is just it's great. So yeah, I'd be more than happy to play that.
Hang it out, my friend. Let's hear it.
Thanks, man.
Sitting in the morning sun, I've been sitting when the evening comes, watching the chips roll in, and I watch it roll away again. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. Nothing left to pay for. Oh, ain't nothing gonna come my way. Yeah. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Looks like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what see we was ever through, so I guess I remain the same. I'm sitting here resting my bones, slowly this won't leave me alone. 2,000 miles out home, just to make this dock my home. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time.
Wow.
Hey,
Nice, man. Nice. I got those chills again.
I'm glad.
Hey, you can't see that. You can't see all the comments popping up, but man, people are loving it. They're loving it.
Maybe the people like this song.
Justin, someone gave you the ultimate compliment. They said you gave him chills like Phil does. And, you know, that's
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jesus. You might as well be talking to Jesus Christ right there.
Nice, man. Nice.
What I like most of all, I like the romantic stuff. Like that soul stuff, you know. But I like
Is there a go-to romantic tune that, you know, if you had to do one, this is the one that's your go-to song?
Yeah, like
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, only darkness darkness every day. And no sunshine when she's gone home. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. That's not where she's gone. Wonder if she's gone to stay. And no sunshine when she's gone home. This house is no more. Anytime she goes away. Sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away.
Justin, listen,
yes.
I tell you, is if I would have stuck with piano lessons when I was a kid, I could play like you, I would have had so many more girlfriends before I got married.
You don't need more girlfriends, man. You had enough girlfriends, guys.
You're right. Listen, Justin, before you go, tell me about the Justin Chenoweth thing, Kristen Chenoweth thing you mentioned.
He's trying to make me married.
Yeah, you guys are married already. Kristen Chenoweth, tell me about that tour you were talking about.
So, Kristen, hopefully I'll do some spots next year with her on the show. I had the distinct honor of being able to sing with her on stage back in December for her Christmas concert.
Wow.
And it was Kristen and Sandy Patty who did an amazing job, both of them. And I'm lucky to have been able to be a part of it. We were able to do the Christmas song and a couple others. So I hope to be doing some duetting with Kristen for the shows in the spring and in 2021. If we can get through COVID. I was supposed to start that back in May.
You gotta get through it one of these days, right?
Through COVID one of these days. So whenever that happens and we can safely perform again, that's what I look forward to doing.
Yeah, that COVID is, a lot of the artists that we have on the show, they the same thing. It's killing their schedule, man. It's killing their schedule.
Pretty much takes it out. You got to take your time though to rest, to recoup, to rebrand. It's a resting time because once we get done, guess what? Everybody is going to want to go out.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Everybody's going to go out.
When it's full blast. And listen, here in New York, things are starting to open up. I think they're talking about gyms and bowling alleys now because here in the New York area, we were, COVID central. It was craziness. And now it's down to like 1% of tests are coming up positive. So
it's really good.
Yeah. And listen, speaking of duets, you guys are both in the same area. I could see the two of you doing something together also.
You never know. You never know.
So Ebony and Ivory,
Yeah.
We're two of the favorite flavors of ice cream, right? Chocolate and vanilla together, right? You gotta
come together in perfect harmony.
To the Saturday Night Live skit is what I'm gonna say. That's what
That's right. Oh, but that was with Stevie Wonder and Joe Piscopo. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's great. Justin, listen, man, give us the what's the Facebook page again?
So it's Justin Echols Music, and my website is JustinEchols.com. So please check me out at JustinEchols.com. And everything at Twitter and Facebook and Instagram is on the website.
Excellent. Justin, listen, we're gonna keep track, and we'd love to have you back again, my friend.
I would love to be. Thank you so much, both of you, for having me on.
Thanks, brother. We'll see you later.
Listen, another half a year to that retirement, right?
That's right. One day at a time.
All right, my friend. Stay
safe.
safe.
Stay safe.
Will do. Thank you so much.
All right, Justin. Thank you, pal. Phil, you were right. He was amazing.
Great guy, man. Great guy. Tickles the ivories like,
oh my goodness,
nobody's business. Wow.
It's amazing because you look at the comments as soon as he starts playing, and I only put up a couple because I don't want to cover his face. Immediately the women start falling in love with this guy. It's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, and he's basically self-taught. He was recuperating, playing the piano 6 hours a day, and just basically taught himself.
Yeah, listen, Sailor Cook just gave me a great idea. Forget America's Got Talent. You guys need a show called Oklahoma's Got Talent.
Oh, we got some talented people here. We got some talented people.
Which is amazing to me because I didn't even know anyone lived in Oklahoma. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, between all the ranches and the horses that we ride and the covered wagons, we do pretty good.
I'm learning new stuff every day. I love it. All right, are you ready for? Listen, we were talking about the. Let me pop this up again real quick. This presentation cake I was telling you about, right? It's kind of like it's a new product that's coming out, going to hit the market, and in these COVID-19 times, it's the ultimate way to celebrate your birthday and be safe, and no risk of spreading any COVID. I'll show you real quick. Here's our.
Hey guys, I want to take this time to thank Johnny and Mr. Cupcakes for being one of our retailers here for the presentation cake. I have to tell you, the presentation cake and Mr. Cupcakes is the best combination. Now this thing starts out as an arts and craft project. You can decorate it any way you like. We decorate it in a Mr. Cupcake theme in honor of Johnny for being one of our retailers. Now you take this to the party after it's decorated. You blow all your candles out safe and germ-free without spit over any of the icing. And then this is cool. You open it up, and inside is one of Mr. Cupcake's signature cupcakes. Check that out. And then all of your guests can be served Mr. Cupcake's cupcakes safe. Everyone can enjoy it without spit and slobber all over the icing. The presentation cake, Mr. Cupcake, it's the best combination. You need to pick up your presentation cupcake stand.
Yeah, that's going to be big. Let's bring him in. Sam Pellegrino. Sam, how are you, pal?
How are you?
Hi,
Wow,
Sam.
I'm reminiscing about the days I used to have live events. Just playing that live music. There's nothing like live music, guys. I have to tell you, I have 3 event venues, and I miss my performance. I really, really do. So that was great. It brought back some really good memories.
Yeah.
And the whole reason we're here today is because, I'm in the entertainment business. We've been closed for 5 months now. So it's for us. So we do a lot of birthday parties, I have to tell you. And one of my big pet peeves is when people blow out the candles and they offer me a slice of cake and and I have to decline in a nice way and say, I'm on a diet tonight. I'm staying away from the cake. But the real reason is I seen these kids spit all over the cake. And now it's over, I have to tell you, it's out of control. So, we came with a fun product. I'm in the entertainment business. I had to design something that revolves around what I do, parties. I do a lot of them, I have to tell you. So we came up with this. We do it was a lot of fun. And it's not only for germs. I have to tell you, I don't know if you guys know, Phil, Scott, since COVID, okay, the arts and craft industry has exploded, okay? Echols and Joann's and all the shops, they're selling out of all their arts and craft projects because parents are home, kids are doing school virtually, most of the camps are closed this summer. You got to keep these kids busy for 7 days a week. You need to come up with activities. So there's a lot of arts and craft projects. So we invented our cake to start out as an arts and craft project. So it's not just for blowing out candles. You have a lot of uses for it. So if you don't mind, I'd like to show it to you right now because we love it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely, Sam. Like, light it up. No pun intended.
Yeah, we decorated this, one of our favorite. This is called a rainbow sprinkle cake. And we designed this. What we did, we took some wax paper, some Elmer's glue. I felt like it was back in elementary school again. And we laid out all the sprinkles on the paper. So we made a sprinkles type cake is what we did. So this is our design, but you can design it any way you want with any theme, any color scheme. It's a lot of fun. So it's a great family project leading up to the birthday party. And then we have slots up here for candles. You have up to 13 candles up top. And the reason 13, we originally started out with 18, but we had to find out that because of safety reasons, the candle manufacturers require an inch to inch and a half to 2 inches from candles spread apart. If you can believe it or not. Never
social distancing.
Yeah, that was social distancing. So that was a learning curve for me. So we ended with 13, and then you put like this insert. You say "Happy Birthday." I don't know if you can kind of see it in the camera.
Yeah.
Take this out, and if you don't want to use the candles are here, you can use numbers. We have the slots up top for up to 2 numbers that can go up there. So it's pretty cool. But here's the best part of this cake. You do it as an arts and craft project, whatever your theme and color scheme is. You decorate it, you take it to the party, you blow out your candles safe, okay? And then this is cool because you can put something inside. Maybe the first slice of cake, a cupcake, or a special gift for the guest of honor. That's the best part of this cake. It's a surprise, okay? You can totally surprise your kids. And you put this back on, and let me tell you, it makes for a great photo op. It's really great. It's awesome. Now, we started our national campaign just a couple of days ago, okay? We started off on Kickstarter. I don't know if you guys know much about Kickstarter.
Yeah, sure.
You do? Okay. There's a lot of people are trying to educate what Kickstarter is. It's a platform for inventors to showcase their products that they like to take to market, and they're looking for backers. It actually originally started for filmmakers, believe it or not, for people that were making films and they were looking for backers to make their films, and then it evolved into products, okay, is what it did. So what we have is on Kickstarter, and what I love about it is interacting with the general public now that it's out on the market. You hear a lot of comments, a lot of good feedback, a lot of funny ones. We get a lot of great ones, which I love. A lot of people's comments, well, you could just use a cupcake. Yeah, sure, you can use a cupcake. That's great. You can do that. It's one candle. That's it. You're finished.
You're done.
You get the thrill of the whole circular motion of blowing out your candles like you should on a cake, right? So it's a little bit different. And plus, the big selling point of this, remember, arts and crafts. That's the fun thing. You need to keep the kids busy. They'll drive you insane if they're home all day without activities. So we're hoping this thing catches on because honestly, being in entertainment business, being closed from COVID, I'm thinking about what can I do to contribute my small part for the future so this doesn't happen again. And everything we can contribute to lessen the spread of germs is going to help the situation we're in now. Some people don't understand that. So they have to understand every little part you can do is going to help us so we don't go through future pandemics again. So I want to thank you for having me on the show. We're really excited about this product. It's fun. You can use it for a photo op, arts and craft project, a surprise your guest of honor. What it's great for? I'm going to tell you right now. I got a lot of comments online from people reviewing this cake. It's for senior citizens, okay? This is a great project because you want a project for the seniors to do if they live in a living community, right? So they can make this cake for the grandkids. So when the grandkids come to visit them, it's their grandkid's birthday, they can present it to their grandkids. It's awesome. And someone just commented while we were watching your show, Scott. This is great for an engagement. If you wanted to get engaged and you want to, surprise your fiance or your girlfriend.
In the cake, yeah.
If you're going to give her the ring on her birthday, you give her this cake, she opens it, and there's the ring. So there's a lot of uses for this cake. So we're kind of excited to bring it to the market.
And you know what? I was just thinking, Phil, if you could find a very tiny stripper, you could have that stripper pop out of that cake.
No, wait a minute. Okay, wait. This is it. This is great because we're actually the nightclub market. I'm glad you brought this up, Scott. I was talking to our salespeople today. Now, this is a great product for the nightclubs. I don't know how long it's been since you guys been to the nightclubs, and I know it's been a while for me.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But you go for bottle service, you're paying $1,100 for a $70 bottle of Grey Goose. Okay. Now, if there's a pretty girl at the end of the bar, and it's her birthday, you're not going to tell me you're not going to spend. Now, this cake doesn't cost what I'm going to tell you right now. You're going to spend $300 in a club because they're going to charge you $300 for this to make an impression on a girl. You take it over. The waitress points it's from that guy over there. She blows out the candle. She gives you that wink. You're all crazy about that wink right now. Say, I'm going to get lucky tonight. She opens it up and gets some Jello shots inside. Right?
There you go.
At home. I don't know if you'll score. I don't know if you'll get lucky. I don't know. The next move is up to you. But it's a great way for nightclubs, and we're already marketing the nightclub business. Most of them are closed, especially in our area. But that's our big selling point right now is we've been going after the nightclub market, and we've been getting great feedback from the nightclubs about this because, they could charge so much. There's no amount of money you can charge for this. When a guy's in a bar, he sees a pretty girl, he wants to make an impression. This is it right here. So if you're a nightclub owner, you need to log on to the presentation cake. You need to order a couple of cases. I'm going to tell you right now, you make a fortune.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless, man. They are.
Yeah, really.
Hey, I got to watch. I was watching your website, and you got some pretty good. One of the visuals, which was very good in the video, is the little kid blowing out the candle and sneezing all over the cake.
all over the
That made me want to order one.
It's funny. You know what? It's funny. Again, now that we're going national, we're getting all the comments from all over the country. You know, people are like, well, I've never seen, you know, anyone spit over the cake. Well, you can't see COVID either when you're talking to someone. But, you know, you have to realize germs are there. This is something that's on the forefront of America that we never thought of before. But people need to be educated. It's there, folks. You know, you can't see it. It's invisible. Okay, you can't see droplets. But this is the future. This is the norm now. You know, watching Justin playing, this is it. Everything's virtual now. I'm watching all my entertainment on the computer instead of live in my clubs, which is crazy. So that's the direction we're going. We're hoping this thing helps solve a little bit of a problem and have a lot of fun with it. You have a lot of fun with it. We painted one up because we had a girl who did a baking competition, and she won the baking competition. We painted this metallic gold. We put a first place kind of a sticker on there, and we presented it to her as a first place trophy. So there's just so much you can do with the presentation cake. We're excited about it, and we want to thank you for having us on here because it's just a lot of fun. It really is.
Sam, a lot of folks are asking. I know you got the whole Kickstarter thing happening, but where can they get this and how much is it now?
Well, it's not going to be available until December. Okay. Right now we're in our Kickstarter campaign. It's going to be like $30 to $35 retail. And what it comes with the 2-layer cake, no decoration. So you can go to any party store, do whatever. You can pencil it and paint it. You can do whatever you like. And then you can take the decorations off and use it again next year for another birthday and just kind of wipe it clean is what you can do. But it's going to come with the 2 parts, the top layer, the stand, and a sticker set. It can be happy birthday, congratulations, first.
Love it.
And you can use those stickers from the top of the cake or the bottom over here. Okay. Everything else is pretty much up to you to be very creative in how you want to decorate this cake. That's the best thing about it. Every person puts their own personal touch on the cake, which makes it fun.
Yeah, Phil, you know what I'm thinking? You could even probably get how people put their kids, pictures on the cakes. You could probably get a nice round picture of somebody, put it right up there on the top, right?
Yeah, just print it right out on your computer right now. It's so easy with Photoshop and all. That one video you were showing, we made a custom version for our friend Johnny and Mr. Cupcake because he's going to be one of our retailers, and we wrapped the cake in his logo.
That's great.
Nice.
Great.
Good product, man.
I'm also, you're killing me with the Hershey's and the Reese's behind you.
I got a lot of candy here. I mean, it's sitting here waiting for us to open. We're waiting for the green light. Governor Murphy, we got to get his thumbs up. We're ready. We're locked in, ready to go. So I got stock. I got the bar stock. We're ready. I have my chef is sleeping in the kitchen, ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready for a sugar rush right now.
Like anything else, when you're in this business, it doesn't phase you anymore. Walk right by it. Don't even know candy's there.
Sam, how can what's the address for folks to go to the Kickstarter page and see you guys?
Well, you can go to presentationcake.com. or you can go to powerhousestudios.tv, and the links for Kickstarter are right there to go to Presentation Cake. We love you to back us because if you back us, we get to take this thing to market in early fall, and we'll be produced and ready to go in mid-December of this year. Hopefully, is what we're looking to do.
That's great. That's
just
great.
In time for Christmas.
By the way, Phil, Powerhouse Studios here in this area. I was talking to Sam earlier today. Powerhouse Studios is one of these places where they have kids' birthdays and they do like a kids' game show, like they did on Nickelodeon with the slime, and they have a game show host and the pies in the face.
Right.
And for the older kids, they have dance parties and things like that. And it is an incredible facility. And I didn't even know Sam was part of that until we started talking about it today.
Nice. I've been in this business for 35 years. I have 3 event venues. Paramus, which is called the Hollywood Ballroom, is there for 16 years.
Yeah.
I'm in a studio here in East Hanover called the Ultra Lounge, and I have a really trendy place over in Randolph called Vegas, which is a really cool catering club. But I'm in the party business. I do thousands of parties. I deal with a lot of kids, a lot of families, and that's what gave me the inspiration for this particular cake here is, again, not only the safety issue about the germs and everything, but the fun arts and craft factor of it, the element of surprising the kids. That's what we do. We make people happy. And, the reactions we're getting, people are smiling, they're laughing, they're having a good time with this thing.
Our girl. Hey, Go ahead, Phil. Go ahead.
I got to tell you, in this time that we're going through the pandemic and all that, when everybody, they're asking everyone to do their part. You've done yours, man. I mean, that's a good product, and that looks out for people.
Yeah, so I'm trying to let people understand that. Really,
Yeah.
It's a lot of germs spread on that icing when you blow on that cake. I did a lot of studies before producing this product. I've seen all the different studies of how much. It's anywhere from 1,400 to 5,000, percent higher than a cake that's not blown on. So it's off the charts. Great. People probably don't know this because they didn't take the time, like me, because I had all this time on my hands because, again, I'm closed for so long, so I had nothing better to do. So what I did all my homework, and I got educated on that. So, and it is just a pet peeve of mine that I hate it. So.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. That's it. I see it every day of my life. I see it, and the people go, "Would you like a piece of cake?" I'm gonna have to stop eating cake.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good
right now. I just can't do it when I'm dying to have that cake with the cannoli filling inside. But I refuse at that point.
Sam, give it to us one more time because I got more folks coming up. Saying I'd love to get one of these.
It's the presentationcake.com or powerhousestudios.tv. It brings you to the link for Kickstarter. If you can back us, support us, you're going to like it. It's a fun product. You're going to use it at some point in your life. You even give it away as a gift, as a friend. But if you have the perfect gift, if you have parents that are in a senior living facility,
love it.
Good activity for them. If you know your son's getting engaged and wants to surprise his girlfriend, hey, do it on her birthday and give her a presentation cake. And you know what, Phil? If you happen to go to a club, and you want to impress the girl, see if they sell a presentation cake.
Okay.
You gotta let me know if you got lucky or not, because that's gonna really make me happy.
Yeah, right. I could just see it, you sit at the bar. Hey, you want to buy this girl a shot? No. Presentation cake, my friend.
I want to really wow her for her birthday like no one else would. So that would be great. I like to know that.
Nice.
Sam, thank you, my friend. Listen, in December, when you guys roll out with this thing, I want to have you back on and we'll retell people how to get it.
I love it. I love Phil to close out the show by singing The Wonder View by Elvis.
Oh, go ahead, Phil.
You're going to do that?
That's the wonder of you.
Phil, like you're live on stage right here in my club. I wish you would. Applause right over there. Phil, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much, guys.
Sam, thank you, pal.
All right, ciao.
All right, buddy. Good luck with that. Thank you, bud. Presentation cake, Phil. You got to love it.
Yeah, man. And his presentation of the presentation cake.
Yes.
I love it, man. Yeah, his accent.
That's key, man. You got to have a good pitch man.
Yeah, he's got one. He is one.
Right? You got to have a good pitch man, and Sam is that guy. Very good on camera, very good presentation, no pun intended. And a lot of our folks they were very interested. They thought it was a great idea. So I think, if they don't have the money to pitch in on Kickstarter, they'll be ready to buy one pretty soon come December.
Oh, I agree. I might get one of those myself.
Yeah, you definitely need one out there in Oklahoma. Absolutely. Well, listen, Will Presti's going to be coming on very shortly.
Yes.
Sam had you do a little Elvis. What else you want to bang out, my friend? Well, I'll tell you, Justin Echols was fantastic.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And Justin, we did this thing last Valentine's Day. Well, when I was still a police officer, Justin and I visited some businesses in the area in a certain part of town, and we go into these businesses and the female business owners, and we would sing a little song to them and present them with a certificate for having their nails done and stuff like that. And we had a lot of fun doing that. And when this is a song that Justin sang, which was really awesome, a little Sam Cooke tune.
Go ahead, my friend.
And I'll do that for you. Darling, you send me. I know you, oh, you send me. Darling, you, oh, you send me. Honest you do, honest you do, honest you do. Whoa, you thrill me. I know you, oh, how you thrill me. Darling, you, oh, you thrill me. Honest you do. At first I thought it was infatuation, but oh, it lasted so long. Now I find myself wanting to marry you and take you home. Whoa, you send me. I know you send me. Honest you do, honest you do, honest you do.
I believe in miracles, you sexy thing. All right, listen, we got about 1 minute left in the show. Let's bring in Will. Will, how are you, pal?
Yeah, very funny.
Will, we got a minute. We got a minute left.
You got a minute left. Oh boy, if I could tell you the things I've done in a minute, Scott. How you fellas doing?
What's
good,
up,
Will? How are you, man?
Where you been? Where you been, bro?
Oh, been waiting by the phone. Been waiting by the phone for you to give me a call, man.
I call you every day. You don't pick up.
Yeah, you call me every day. Look at this. I can't even get this damn thing right.
I tried to call you last night. You're busy watching Fine Love Live.
I'm trying to get on Fine Love Live.
You're busy.
Me and my girlfriend are both trying to get on.
You're tweeting about Suki looking like an Oreo cookie or something.
I didn't say an Oreo cookie. I said she looked like she was wearing a black and white, and we've talked black and white cookies on the show before. So I said she looked like a black and white cookie that I said I wouldn't mind nibbling on.
All right. I saw that tweet, bro.
I did get one on the show last night because Chris Kattan was the guest last night.
I saw that.
So I just did a little bit. Man, Chris Kattan trying to finally answer the age-old question, what is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Exactly.
Don't hurt me.
Oh, look, he's got the...
I caught the very end when Suki was saying goodbye because I think that's the end of the run for the summer, right?
It
and
is.
Did he hook up with the girl who was on the screen? Because she wasn't bad.
No, she was cute. Theo was her name. She was cute. And that I don't know what ended up happening, but they got together. So yeah. I mean, good luck.
You're really invested in that show, huh?
Look, you know what? I just want people to find love, and I want them to find it live. Okay, however it has to happen.
Very nice, my friend.
So, but you guys are killing it live all the time. Phil, how are you?
Good, buddy. I'm doing great. My Facebook got hacked.
So Facebook got hacked.
I'm locked out of my 400,000 followers.
Yeah. When did it get hacked?
Today. I was actually on it, kind of messing with some stuff, and it said, clicked on a message, said you have been hacked by somebody out of Russia.
That's what you guys were talking Russia earlier in the show. I must have just missed the beginning of that. I got a text last night, no joke, from someone tried to log into my Twitter, and it wasn't me or something like that. I guess as we're getting closer to November, it was you. You wanted to know what it was like to have a real following on Twitter?
Yes.
Please. If I could unzip myself and become you. Remember that from Rocky IV?
Yeah.
Paulie tells him, if I could unzip myself and be you, Rock, I would. And then just as Rocky's about to go fight Drago, he goes, remember what I said if I wanted to be you? Forget it.
Yeah. I don't want to be you.
I saw one of the guys from Stranger Things. I don't know. Schnapp is his last name. His Noah Schnapp, I think, his Twitter, he was tweeting all these really weird things. And then he came out and said my Twitter was hacked. Now, whether you believe him or not, I mean, stranger things have happened. But
no pun intended.
No pun intended. His last name is Schnapp, and I'm just saying he should delete his account in general because, from my experience, Schnapps and Twitter do not mix. You do not want to be tweeting when you're drinking. Scott, I know you mentioned Phil, I hope you get that resolved. By the way, is there like protocol, or is it just like, well, you're on your own?
Yeah, I had to send an ID and verify some of my information, but they're supposedly working on it. So hopefully, I think they should get it worked out, but the only thing is, I was telling Scott that it's going to prevent me from running for higher office in the future.
Right. I was hoping you were gonna kind of Kanye it and sideswipe your way in this way.
Will, let me interrupt you for 1 second.
What do you got?
Kirsten writes, "Thanks for the show, but I will go to sleep now."
And Kirsten, she put a capital on Will as if it's because of me.
Yeah, like you're putting her to sleep. It's 8:24 in the East, so I mean, where could she be?
International. Maybe she's just had her tea and crumpets.
That's true.
Phil, let's do a group effort. Let's do a group effort to get your Twitter, to get your Facebook back. Why don't you give us your social security number, and then we can have we can all look into it. Would that be cool?
Well, I know at least one guy in Russia who already has it, but
you're putting him on the spot. Let's go, fellas. Let us go. Look at this. What do I have here?
Are you in there again? Are you in there again?
Stop saying you. It's not me. It's us. We, because it's you. It's your show. It's our show. It's your show. This is In Touch Weekly from a couple of weeks ago here.
Hold on, I'm putting you up full screen.
We got some David Spade joke right here. A couple of his from his show. Where else? We got some Seth Meyers there. I would have gotten a Manny Petty if I knew my fingers were going to be on here. On my toes. And then we got this one. This is a Lori Loughlin. Sold her house for $10 million. She said her daughter was a real estate agent on the resume. That's a Will Presti. That's from the Scott, Suki, and Phil show. And then the following one, don't take me off just yet. Wait a minute. You ain't heard nothing yet. Let's see this. We got Jimmy Fallon.
Wow.
All right. We got some more Fallon. I guess it was a big Fallon week. I'm trying to do this blind. That's like weird. And then that's not me. There he is.
There you are.
From our show. Will Presti says Nicki Minaj is scheduled due October 21st. She said my new project drops this fall. Now, I have.
Oh, hold on.
Nicki.
What? Wait, hold on.
You're Brady bunching us here.
There we go.
All these Nicki Minaj people are using my. Hey, Scott, we know you're good looking, but you don't need the whole screen. All right, you want more
it's
people.
making us dizzy.
I like this one. Hold on.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do like that one. You're getting Phil's about to have he's having a breakdown over here. So we're doing big things, guys. We're doing big things here.
I'm proud of you, William.
Let's keep it going. We got to see what's happening right now. But all these Nicki Minaj people, Scott and Phil, they're like, I read that somewhere, October 21st, and they're all of a sudden I wake up, I have 1 million notifications. This like Nicki Minaj fan page is like using it like it's Bible and gospel. And they're like, the kid's going to be, is it a Scorpio or a Libra? I can't believe it. But her baby bump is not this. I thought she was there. They're like picking it apart. I'm like, it's a joke, everybody. If you're coming to me for your hard news, I mean, granted, the setups are real. But like Nicki Minaj, a lot of it's not. Okay. Anyway, a lot going on. I haven't seen you guys in a little while. Disney has been making a lot of headway here, a lot of kind of groundbreaking things. I don't know if you guys watch the Disney Channel at all. I got a couple of nephews. They check out Disney Channel. Scott, I know you're a big kid at heart.
Sure, I used to watch that channel all day long.
They're making history. They just announced that the star of their new animated series, The Owl House, is bisexual. Their first ever bisexual lead.
Nice.
Or as Disney put it, she likes Pete's Dragon and the Magic Carpet. So, both that they kind of put it in a kid-friendly way, bed knobs and broomsticks. It's both of the ways that she's. They also announced they're coming out with a talk show with an alien host. The host of this late night talk show is going to be an alien. It was supposed to premiere this week, but they pushed it back, I think, until next month because they're still in contract negotiations with Gary Busey's agent. So, but once they land, I'm trying to get a show, and they're outsourcing the jobs to aliens.
Bro, another gig I'll lose to, and now I'm losing them to aliens.
Aliens, not aliens. Yeah, well, we'll leave that one alone. Aliens. Let's see. Simon Cowell got into an accident. Did you hear about this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Broke his back.
What? Like, it's like, he was I don't know if you guys are motorcycle guys at all. I feel like Phil is.
Not really.
No? You look like the part. I don't know.
It was an electric bike, though, wasn't it?
It was a bike. Yes, it was a bike. I wasn't sure exactly the kind, but thanks for clearing it up for me. It was an electric bike, even a whissier way. If you're going to break your back, at least I was on a Harley X30.
I was on a Harley, yeah.
Broke his back. He's always been a bit of a renegade, Simon Cowell, but Seacrest came out and said that Cowell is going to be a lot more cautious after the break. He's going to be a lot. He's going to calm it down a little bit. It's a real adjustment for Simon Cowell. He's used to breaking other people's balls, not breaking his own back. So it's kind of karma. I feel like it's karmic a little bit. But they actually, in all kidding aside, it was a fairly serious accident. They said that he's lucky he would have fractured his sternum, but luckily his nipples broke his fall. So he didn't. He's got those, the
Simon has those nipples.
He likes to show them off. He's not afraid to show them off. You guys like Dennis Quaid? I feel like everybody likes Dennis Quaid.
Love Dennis Quaid.
Yeah. So this will make you love me even more. Dennis Quaid finds out on social media that there is a cat up for adoption at some shelter, and the cat's name is Dennis Quaid.
Wow.
And so people are trying to get Dennis Quaid to adopt Dennis Quaid the cat, and eventually he gave in and he just adopted the cat, Dennis Quaid. That's the real story.
There's no punchline.
That's the real story. So now people are saying this is going to be like a trend of like getting celebrities will adopt if it has the same name. So I want to hop on this trend now. I'm announcing right now this morning I legally changed my name to Angelina Jolie. So I'm going to see if maybe she'll take me in.
Adopt you?
Well, she likes to adopt. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't mind joining the family.
I got to tell you, a Dennis Quaid being a cat that joke could have gone so much, different direction. I'm glad it didn't.
After the show, Phil, I want to hear where you would have gone with that one. I don't know if you guys are Breakfast Club fans. Anthony Michael Hall.
Heard about it.
You hear about everything, Scott. I can't get anything, but I mean, you got like an earpiece. You got a producer in your ear. What's happening?
I'm a big reader. Will
you are? You're a big reader of these right here.
Maxim magazine.
Maxim's got all the latest Breakfast Club news.
Yeah.
No, Breakfast Club star Anthony Michael Hall got into a confrontation with people at a pool at a hotel in Texas. He was mouthing off. He was cursing, blasting music, splashing water on people. Eventually, he was actually removed by security and sentenced to 2 weeks detention. So he's still, the Breakfast Club thing is still sort of, that was kind of, that's one we'll edit and post. If I didn't give you silver, you wouldn't appreciate the gold.
He was also very big in 16 Candles, if you remember.
I watched 16 Candles with my girlfriend, or was it Pretty in Pink? Which is the one?
16 Candles is the one where he steals Molly Ringwald's underwear and he shows it to everybody.
That's the one that I saw. Yeah. That's the one that I saw. All right, I'll come back with a better Anthony Michael Hall joke next week after the break. They're remaking Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Wow, with who?
Is it soon enough to remake? It's Will Smith and Kevin Hart. They're remaking Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Will Smith starring in the regular version, and then Kevin Hart's in the Little Tykes version because he can't see the transportation modes. He's kind of a short guy. No, but they're remaking Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. As it's called in the time of coronavirus, Outbreak 2. I don't really feel like I'm going to be anxious the whole time seeing people sardined into planes and trains. I'm going to have an anxiety attack of this damn thing. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about, it's been like 30 years, or I guess.
This may be an unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
But Kevin Hart doesn't do it for me.
Okay.
He doesn't do it for me. His stand-up comedy never really did it for me, and I love stand-up comedians.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, some of the stuff with The Rock that he does is okay, but he's not. I don't get the whole Kevin Hart obsession.
Hey, as long as they leave in the scene, those are not pillows. They got to leave that scene in.
I agree, by the way. Well, Scott, I'm not a huge Kevin Hart stand-up guy, but I do enjoy seeing him on screen. I find him very likable. I find him entertaining. So I do think there's a distinction there. I remember, though, it's funny, like his image was super high, and then he had some of those tweets come out around the Oscars, and then he got caught. Because he does every single movie in the world, right? And then he got caught cheating on his pregnant girlfriend or wife.
Yeah, something like that.
With like multiple women. I mean, he's just got to be in everything, So
selfish, very selfish.
This is weird. Although I have to say, one of those movies with The Rock and Kevin Hart had the greatest tagline ever. It was like, sometimes to whatever, all you need is a little heart and a Big Johnson. And I thought that was the funniest tagline. So here's one. The other night in Cleveland, people are just walking through the streets, as one does in Cleveland. I've driven through. I've never had an experience there. They're walking through the streets, and base jumpers just start falling from the sky. They were jumping off roofs. It's illegal to do this. They were parachuting off of roofs onto the street, and the last guy to go goes right into a building, hits the building. His parachute gets stuck, and he's just dangling there for like a half hour, 40 feet above the street, until the fire department had to come and get him down. The onlookers just said it was the strangest thing they'd seen. Usually people in Cleveland don't start jumping off the roofs till football season. So that's why they were surprised. It's early. It's a little early for that. And taking it down south, Phil, where are you from?
Oklahoma.
All right. I'm from New York. So to me, Oklahoma and Texas are the same thing. I didn't even know there were alligators in Texas. But a man in Texas is looking in his backyard, and he's got 2 daughters out there, and he sees a 600-pound alligator about to eat, or at least approaching his daughters in his own backyard. So he springs into action. He goes in the backyard, and he's able to save his daughters' lives. The authorities are calling the man brave, while the alligator is calling him delicious. He didn't make it. The father, the dad's...
Oh, man.
He's alive. He's alive. He's alive.
Thank goodness.
It gets even better for the girls because not only are they safe and sound and their dad's alive, but since he's a Texas dad, right, 600-pound alligator, now each of the girls has 200 new pair of boots. So it's a feel-good story. And then birthdays over the weekend, Madonna and Steve Carell both had birthdays, like a virgin and the 40-year-old virgin, right? How old's Madonna, fellas?
She's got to be 62.
Final answer?
I'm going
65.
62.
Ding, ding, ding. 62. Scotty's got it.
Wow.
Madonna, 62 years old. It's like you can tell she's getting older. She just moved from La Isla Bonita to Del Boca Vista. So that's for the Seinfeld fans out there.
I love it. I saw that tweet. I saw that tweet today. I think I gave you a little like on that.
I had to slip it in there. I know you're all over the tweets. You get your news from me.
That's right. I get my news from you.
In Touch Weekly. So I don't know who the hell we're getting. None of these stories might be true. Alligators in Texas. That's all the material I got. But alligators in Texas, I feel like that was just a Florida or maybe a Louisiana type of thing.
I don't know. I've never heard that myself. Yeah.
600-pounder, like 12 feet long. But that's what's going on. That's what's going on right now.
Well, there's a group called Laughter Saves Lives that I've done hosting for at comedy clubs, and they've been doing a lot of stuff online. I got to get you in touch with them because they do these telethons on digital.
Yeah.
They raise money for, firefighters and first responders from 9/11. And it's all comedians, and everybody does like 5 minutes. You would be perfect on that. Bud.
I appreciate it, man. Get me in touch.
Perfect.
You mentioned them to me before. See, now I'm plugging it. I'm hoping I'm going to get something. Like if I plug Lamborghini enough, maybe they'll throw me a.
They'll throw you a hat.
Who are the sponsors? No, I was hoping for a Lamborghini, Scott. Who are the sponsors? We got to get we got to think of products that we really want to get.
Well, here's our sponsor right here. You want a presentation cake?
Oh, I would love a presentation cake. Let me tell you something. Who needs a real cake when you could have a presentation cake? But I'm glad you guys are doing well. It's always a pleasure.
Give me a quick Louis Armstrong before we wrap up.
Oh my God, I only know 2 of his. I got to sing a different song. What else did he sing?
We have new viewers every night.
All right, so I'll just go right back to. I see trees of green. Red roses too, I see them blue for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. There you go.
Nice.
Now give me a quick Ludens. Lozenge.
With Ludens.
Oh, well, yeah. Ricola. That'll be our sponsor. Will's Louis Armstrong impression brought to you by Ricola.
Ricola. You might be too young. Do you remember the Ludens commercials that used to be on TV and the radio?
What's the radio?
It's the dial thing. You used to have to stand up to turn the dial.
I don't remember a Luden campaign. I don't.
Oh my God. It was like with Ludens, medicated cough drops, great taste, and every drops white lemon with licorice. Oh my God.
Was it Ethel Merman?
Yeah, it was pretty much.
With Ludens, come get your Ludens here. You can suck them. You can
medicated cough drops, great taste in every drop.
They're not medicated. That's straight sugar, Ludens. We
Sugar
all
and a little
fool
alcohol.
ourselves. It's just making your throat worse, probably. By the way, before, I don't know if you noticed, the curtains of the Wizard of Oz were totally pulled open. I'm always going here to the classy morning show mug, and for a split second, I revealed my Dixie Cup mug on the left.
Nice.
That took the whole operation down. People's opinion of me just went totally. I'm wearing my Frank Sinatra shirt. I know you guys are doing some jazz earlier in the day. Frankie.
Wait,
New York.
Much more than this. I did it my way. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Scott Stanford.
Yes, there were times that I bit off more than I could chew.
But through it all, when there was doubt, what I do, Scott?
Sal, he ate it up and spit it out.
I faced it all,
and I stood tall. Hit it, Sally, kid, hit it, baby.
I did it my way.
Oh, Sal, the voice.
A round of
ladies and
applause.
gentlemen.
Is in order?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you that Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man. So are they all honorable men.
I know you thought that was Patrick Stewart, but it wasn't.
Wait, did you see?
What the hell just
I don't know if you could see Will's face when you came on. After I got done singing, Will goes like this. He was like, what the hell is that?
Scott, you can't pull stuff like that on me. I don't know if I'm on camera. I don't know if I've been cut off. I was about to text you and be like, what the hell just happened here? I'm like, is that Phil? Is this Gladiator? What the hell's happening?
That was the start of our show after the countdown. Before we even came on, that's what we ran.
Phil, you were terrific. Scotty, I love Sal Valentinetti.
Oh yeah, Sal's been on. He's been on this show, but of course he was on with us on Pix 11.
I was rooting for him during America's Got Talent, and I actually have a strong opinion as to where he went wrong and why he did not win.
Why did he not win?
He sang My Way the first time he was on.
Right.
His strength is his unbelievable voice, which sounds a lot like Frank's. Not just a great voice, it sounds a lot like Frank's. Then after that and getting the gold star and being like the one everybody wanted to see, he started singing more upbeat, jazzy stuff. He was singing Mac the Knife, things that other people can kind of do, and he wasn't showing off the pipes. He should have stuck with pipes Sinatra songs, whether it was Strangers in the Night or Old Man River or something like that. That's where I felt he went wrong. That was his gift, was the long notes. But I love that. He's from Long Island, actually. He's from like 10 minutes away from my house.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sal. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Now that I know you can see my face, you could probably tell you did well. Those are not easy notes to hit. You got a pretty good voice.
Yes, there were times. I'm sure you knew I'm like, guys, make sure this is on Echo, please. Make sure you have
Give me that shower setting if you will.
Right. Make it sound good.
It was kind of bizarre with the rolling scroll beneath it with Bill Cosby and 13 women in a sexual assault case or something like at the same time. I don't know what that was about. The band.
I was never a fan of the scrolling news across the bottom because people, when I see that, I find myself paying attention to what's scrolling across rather than what the person on the screen. And I noticed all the cable news networks, everybody really stopped doing that. Everyone was doing it for a while.
They don't do it anymore?
With 20 things on the side, 20 things underneath, and you barely paying attention to the person who's on the screen. I think a lot of them don't do that anymore because it's very distracting to the viewer.
Yeah, I was listening to your beautiful singing, but the 1 in 6 adults are on psychiatric drugs underneath. Just kind of took away from it.
It takes away from what I'm trying to do.
I didn't see. Well, more than 1 in 6 after they heard Scott sing, but what? No, but the scroll was about Bill Cosby. And then it's almost like you get the lyrics. It's almost like he's trying to plead his case. Like, there were times when you knew I bit off the boo. I just feel like.
I only gave her some chocolate pudding.
Yeah, he's seeing
some Cosby's going.
He's seeing some pudding pops right now in prison, if you know what I mean. But,
Will, before we wrap up this program, what's going on with the Yanks, man? How they doing?
At this very second or in general?
In general, at this juncture.
In general, they're doing very well. It's very frustrating to me, this playoff format. I know everybody's got to make, you got to make do with what we have with the situation, right? But the fact that the more rounds there are, it's going to hurt the chances of the better teams like the Yankees and the Dodgers for their chances of just getting right through to the World Series. But they're playing unbelievably at home. But Judge and Stanton and LeMahieu are out right now. They'll be fine. They'll be good. I know Tanaka's getting rocked a little bit right now. But one thing that does upset me with this whole thing is that the Houston Astros got off easy because they would have been getting plunked every single day. The crowds would have been going crazy. And now it's almost like everyone's just forgotten about it. So, the Houston Asterisks, as they're being called so appropriately.
Oh, my God. Before COVID kicked in, man, we were covering that story every night. Astros cheating.
Altuve, the whole team, they were out coughing on people like there was no tomorrow. They were trying to spread COVID like you wouldn't believe, just to distract from the banging on the trash cans controversy.
Well, can you make sure you post all this so we can get back in Touch magazine and all the good stuff?
What's it worth to you?
I'll throw you a couple. It doesn't say Will Presti from the Suki and Scott show.
It doesn't. There's not. It's maybe if it was the Suki, Scott, and Will. Did that woman still? Is she sleeping still? She's missing all this. That woman from London.
Oh yeah, I don't know why she went to bed already. She already went to bed.
She went to bed. Yeah. Well, we got a couple still watching, I'm sure.
Listen, man,
Phil's here.
Next week, we'll be back. We got a short week this week. So next week, we got David Osmond on next week. Tommy Davidson already on for next week.
Everybody with Dave in their name in any
Everybody
way.
with Dave. Dave Davis is on next week.
Davis is on. Davy Crockett we're having possibly.
John Davidson is on next week.
It's a real big. Yeah.
But we'll get
David from the Bible.
Dave from the Bible, David of Goliath, the David and Goliath.
It's the same David.
Right, that's him, right?
David and Goliath, David from the Bible. Two different guys.
I don't read it all that often. I forgot what.
Well, you said you were a big reader, Scotty. So
no, not of that. No,
not
I told you, I'm a big reader of the Maxim Top 100 Women of the Year.
Maxim is your Bible. I got it. So Moses in the Bible, Moses was the one spreading, but what you're watching, I'll leave it alone.
I watched the movie every Moses.
Come on, Phil. I meant spreading gossip. I didn't mean anything dirty.
No, I knew.
I meant spreading gossip. All right.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what you thought.
All right, Willis.
All right, fellas. Love you guys.
Good stuff, Will.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, buddy.
Talk to you
Good
later.
to see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh man, that guy is hilarious.
Good
Comedy genius right there.
we've had a lot of comedians on the show. I think Will's the best. He comes with material.
Yeah, and he's got that face and that demeanor of the guy you used to hang out with in high school. I mean,
the guy who used to sell you joints in high school, right?
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, he's great. He's great.
Listen, I thought this was going to be a quick show tonight, Phil. It's already 10-9 here in the New York area.
Yeah,
we still got to do a little singing before we wrap this up.
How about that? I know you like you like Dion.
Oh,
which one? Run Around Sue.
Oh, that's my favorite. Can we go back and forth on that one?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. You start it up.
Here's my story. It's sad but true. It's about a girl that I once knew. She took my love and ran around with every single guy in town. Yeah, I should have known it from the very start.
Hey.
This girl will leave me with a broken heart.
Hey.
Now listen, people, what I'm telling you. I'll keep away from a runaround Sue. Oh, take it, Scott.
My little hatchet's a smile on her face, a touch of her hand and this girl's warm embrace. So if you don't want to cry like I do, I keep away from a runaround Sue. I said, hey, whoa, 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 lot. Whoa.
She likes to travel around. Whoa, she loves you and she'll put you down. Now, people, let me set you wise. Sue goes out with other guys.
Here's the moral of the story from the guy who knows. I fell in love and my love still grows. Ask any fool that she ever knew. Keep away from a runaround Sue. Say, oh, keep away from that girl. Don't you know what she'll do now? Keep away from Sue.
Oh, man. You imagine what the name of that song would be in today's language?
Keep away from Misty. Let's do, what's the other Dion? Wanderer?
Yeah. Let's see.
You want me to start or you start it? Go ahead.
I'll start it. Well, I'm the type of guy who will never settle down where pretty girls are. Well, you know that I'm around. I kiss them and I love them, 'cause to me they're all the same. I hug them and I squeeze them. They don't even know my name. They call me the Wanderer. Yeah, the Wanderer. I roam around, yeah.
Oh, well, there's Mo on my left, and then there's Mary on my right. And Janie is the girl, well, that I'll be with tonight. I kiss them and I hug them, 'cause to me they're all the same. I hug them and I squeeze them. They don't even know my name. They call me the Wanderer. Yeah, the Wanderer. I roam around. Oh, well, I roam from town to town. I go right without a care, Phil.
Well, that's my 2 fists of iron, and I'm going nowhere. Yeah, I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around. I'm never in my place. I roam from town to town, and when I find myself falling for some girl, I hop right into that car of mine and drive around the world, 'cause I'm the Wanderer. Yeah, the Wanderer. I roam around, yeah.
They call it a Wanderer. Oh, how about this one? You ready?
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know if I can be able with this one. This is a. Let's see. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. Go, Philly.
I don't know that one.
James Taylor, Fire and Rain? Oh, I've seen
fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. Oh, but I always thought I'd see you again. Yeah,
Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. You just got to see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand. 'Cause I won't make it any other way.
yeah, I like James Taylor.
All right, listen, before we go, we've got so many loyal followers to this show. And some folks, I see them come up. We never even mention the name. Rosa Watson and Cherry and Eva and Connie, Jordan Gray, who we were looking up with David Higgins when he was on, Kathy Chizanowski, Ann Hoover, Lori Wilson, everybody's in.
Lori.
I'll tell you what, because we got a long week off. You got to ask us any question you want to ask. I'll put it up on the screen, and we got 4 minutes till 9 o'clock. I got a book in 4 minutes.
Yep.
You guys ask any question you want of Phil or myself, and we will answer it. Anything you want to ask. We're an open book, Phil.
That's right.
An open book. So go ahead, or we sing some more. You got your choice.
No questions?
Suki's probably sitting home. She's like, "Oh, what you've done with this show? What have you done with this show?"
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to come back and get it out of the dumpster.
I got to come back with it. Actually, and I got to tell you, man, Phil, Barbara wants to know how old you are.
I am 58 years old.
58 years old for Phil.
Yeah. And my birthday is coming up on the 26th of August.
Nice. And my birthday's on the 30th of August, Phil.
Ah, nice.
So let's see. On the 20th, what day of the week is that? Let me look. The 26th of August is 26th of August. That's a Wednesday.
Ah.
So that Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we'll have to have a double celebration.
Yeah.
We're going to have a little tiny stripper come out of that presentation cake. That's what we have to do.
Yeah, I forgot to ask him if those things come in different sizes, because the old tradition of somebody jumping out of the cake, that's going to give it a whole new meaning.
Let's see, Scott, what is your favorite food? My favorite food's probably I could eat pizza every single day of the week. Every single day of the week. Phil, how many children do you and your wife have?
I have 3 kids. I've got 2 boys and a daughter. My sons are 37, 35, and my daughter's 30.
Wow. Okay.
And I've got 1 grandson, 1 year old.
You got the grandson. Who's your favorite daughter?
That was my daughter. That was my daughter. That was my daughter who made that comment.
What's left? Amy wants to know what's left on your bucket list.
What's left on my bucket list? Well, since I got to mark off being, a co-host on the Suki and Scott show, that's just about my list is pretty much complete.
You've done it. I mean, listen, how many bucket list things have you crossed off just being on this show?
Exactly. I've talked to some very, very spectacular, multi-talented, famous people, and so I'm still checking things off. But I want to. There's a few big name actors that I would love to work with, so that's still on my bucket list. And I want to appear at certain places as a singer and performing with some certain people. So I've actually got a lot on my bucket list to go.
I'm telling you, man, I could see you doing doing some double trouble with Jason.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. And that could very well happen. Jason's a great guy. And
not Jay, Justin. I meant Justin.
Well, I said Jason too, but yeah, Justin. I mean, because the thing about it is he's right here in town with me. So, there's no reason why we shouldn't work together.
my boy Chris Jacobs writes, how much sports is enough, Scott? Never too much sports, Chris. Every sports cast should always have as much sports as you could possibly get. That's an inside joke between me and him. He and I. Kelly wants to know, have you ever been to Maine? Either of you? I've been to Maine a few times.
I have not been to Maine. I have been to Massachusetts. When I was in the military, I went to Massachusetts, and I'll never forget it. And I don't even think I have that much of an accent, but I went to a mall, and I walked in and I asked for a certain product, and everybody in the store stopped and looked at me because of my hick accent, I guess. And they started asking me where I was from, and I told them Oklahoma, and that was that was something else. Never been to Maine though.
Let's see. Jordan, ready for football. Alice wants to know, how tall are you? I guess that's for both of us. I'm 6'1", 6'1".
6'1"?
Yeah.
I'm on a good day when I just woke up and I'm still stretched out about 5'7" ish.
5'7"? When you're stretching your legs?
I get it a lot when people meet me for the first time. They say, I thought you would be bigger. I hear that a lot.
Yeah. Well, listen, you can never tell on TV.
Right.
All right, let's wrap it up, my friend. You want to you got one last song before a little good night, sweetheart?
Yeah. Why don't you help me out with this one a little? You brought up James Taylor, and this is one of my songs. He did a version of Up on the Roof. I really love, and he sings it kind of like this. When this old world starts getting me down, and people are just too much for me to face, I climb way up to the top of the stairs, and all my cares just drift right into space.
On the roof.
On the roof, it's peaceful as can be, and there the world below can't bother me. Let me tell you now. Ready now?
Go ahead.
When I come home feeling tired and beat, I go up where the air is fresh and sweet. I get away from the hustling crowds and all that rat race noise down on the street, up on the roof.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but we really must say
good night, sweetheart.